And welcome back to Philippine School Athletic Association Season 1 PSAA Building a Brighter Future powered by NYBL Pilipinas. And welcome to the second game. We have Philippine International College Commandos against the Philippine Christian University Dolphins. And interesting as we look on a slightly different roster para sa PCU, missing on some familiar names.
Yes,
Probably this
partner.
is a way for Coach B-Boy to give chances sa ibang members ng kanilang squad.
And we could see the ones that are absent here. Siyempre, dito si D'Angelo Pasqua and Hans Ivanlieva, two important players on the run in the preseason cup. But I think this is gonna be an interesting match for the second PSAA game. It is gonna be personal, and I'm pretty sure there are feelings gonna be involved here. P Remember, PSAA preseason cup final. PIC Commandos just one step away from winning that preseason cup, but PCU came out with a final punch that gave them that championship, and now they meet again for their first
For their
game,
first,
for their first rather inaugural
yes,
meeting
dito na
here.
sa official season na natin. As we look at the composition ng two teams at the start of our second game, and we hope all of you guys are ready. And also, just to remind you folks, if you would like to see this game and what you're watching it on our Facebook page, and you'd like to see it on a much bigger format, courtesy of the wonderful people that's providing us with our graphics. We have a YouTube page where you can check out. That
Oh.
is Esports Graphics PH, Esports Graphics PH, and you can watch this game in a much bigger format. PSA, here we go with the first possession going to the way of the Dolphins.
Immediately already a foul give, or rather already fighting for his
Mm,
ball as it was going out of bounds, and you could see how this game feels for two of these teams.
We see Stephen Toralba there along with Solomon Itam, also with number 18 in the roster.
What
That's
a last and
Lionel
one.
Failon. We have number 15 as well, Derek Dalus. And the final member of this first squad ng is Clinton Malyabo, number 6. Samantala naman for the Commandos, we have number 11, Marvin Felix, who was instrumental sa kanilang last game. Number 2, who unfortunately we need to get his name also. Number 29,
Oh.
Evan Sereneo. Number 34, Errol Clarete. And the final piece of the puzzle, ito laging baffled yung last one.
Of
Number
course,
11, I think. Ay, sorry, nabanggit na.
Number 0 partner, the
Number
best player
0.
of the game.
Oh, yes, Carlos Strong of the best player of the last game nila. I think he had a slight haircut, I can see.
Yes,
Medyo
partner.
a little bit of a trim.
So a major part that PCU will play is how their offense will roll without
Yes.
their main offensive scorer na si D'Angelo Pasqua.
Mm.
And I think one to step up here is that man driving,
Yeah.
Quinton Malyabo,
And
and ito
even,
si
yes,
Toralba.
and yeah, Stephen Toralba, of course.
But I think the one that you're gonna be looking
Mm.
for, number 19,
Number 9,
Solomon
Solomon Itam.
Itam. The better, I think, undisputedly the best center right now for season number 1 dito sa PSAA. And pero alam natin how Errol Clarete, how Evan Sereneo contained Solomon Itam, and Bayan Jai, of course, sa ring
Mm.
mention. So we'll have to see how PIC will respond again against this PCU squad.
Yes, as we watch on the Commandos now with Marvin Felix. Going to 29, Evan Sereneo. Inside, up for against 2. Managing to still keep his composure. Number 34, Errol Clarete. Medyo familiar na si Errol sa ganyang mga kasinang sitwasyon where he is facing 2 formidable foes. One of them, which is Solomon Itam.
So the Clarete now on the line, and partner, I think a very familiar name that is missing right now to sa PIC Commandos. I think he already graduated. Number 4, James Bidol. If you could remember, one of their solid scorers nung preseason cup, and now he's on the official lineup unless may nindang injury or anything. But so far, we haven't seen him in the last 3 games that they played. The last 2.
And going now to the Dolphins. Linel Filon. Derek Baluz. Oh, the pass at the back to Lolo Solomon Itam. Unfortunately, I think with all the excitement, medyo na-carried away. And a no basket play for the Dolphins. Sorry about the sneeze, folks. Just in case you heard it. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Here's Marvin Felix going to Carlos Strong. Coming in. Number 2, Carlos against Solomon. He takes it. And
Great one from Strong.
as for a basket there for Carlos Strong. And this is the good thing about the Philippine International College troops. They have their friends with them. They have their schoolmates. They have a gallery.
His partner.
If I'm mistaken, they're the school from Antipolo.
Yes,
Tama ba?
partner.
Antipolo, yes.
Rizal.
Yes, Antipolo Rizal. So not too far from here. So definitely they should have a squad.
Oh, for sure yan.
Yes.
At syempre, napaka-supportive rin ng management nila, their Korean management. And really have been stuck to their values talaga. They're a team, pero of course family din na pagtingin ng mga players ito sa sarili nila.
It's a good thing to have at school. Sabi nga nila, family isn't always biological. It can be people. You met your school, pero nandun yung very important component you love. And Carlos Strong there with a handoff
Oh,
to
partner
Evan
Carlos
Sereneo.
Strong has really played so very great dito sa ating inaugural season. Sa preseason cup, he kind of had his struggles, but now Strong has, like his last name, he came out really strong right
And
now.
Strong there also with the rebound. Unfortunately, a miss coming from Abiog. That's a name we don't have on our roster. Why is that?
Si Kent Abiog yan, partner.
Kent Abiog, yes.
So, looks like we'll have a substitution. Of course, first game, nanalo ang Enverga. And now let's see how the second game will go. And so far, it has been very tough to score a basket for both teams. Foul dun kay Strong. Bola pa rin with PCU.
For the Dolphins. Steven De Castro inbound against Carlos Solomon. Out to Linel Filon. To Dalus. Almost a turnover. Solomon quickly picks it up. Going through the squad. It will remain with the Dolphins.
Are you aware if you have the shot clock? Let's see what PCU can execute on this play.
And they go for number 18 with a showing shot from Linel Filon.
Missing stuff there from Lionel.
And they got 5 on the board, just a 1-point lead against the Commandos. Evan Sereneo going to Errol Clarete. Strong, Clarete against Solomon.
Itam again, fouled. I think that's one way really to neutralize your an opposing center. Get him to foul. And that could get him into early foul trouble, and we could expect a substitution dito para kay Solomon Itam.
And the Commandos, of course, is being guided through this game by their coaching staff. Sunday Salvacion, Erickson Relox, Eric John Manaya, and Marlo Amaro, while the team of the PCU Dolphins, of course, headed by head coach Biboy Simono.
Pero
we don't see
wala
right
siya
yes.
dyan.
So
Dahil
assistant
yan,
coach, yes. Assistant coach and Mark Edison Ordonez, while Berto Garcia and Ronaldo Simon taking care of the reins here.
So right now, interim ngayon, muna si Mark the Shark Ordonez. Well, of course, still the same head coach Erickson Relox in control, in composed.
Marvin Felix could be called for the foul.
PCU.
Yes. As PCU takes this inbound. Thank you very much. Our sponsors, of course, are making PSAA, Philippine Schools Athletic Association Season 1 possible. Spalding, our official game ball. That's made for the game anytime, anywhere. Thank you to Doming's Diner. Thank you to Goto Box. Thank you to Luis Buco. Prime Ascension Medical Supplies. City Hoops. Tokyo Drift Customs Apparel. Thank you to Eliza and Tony. It's Beauty Product Training Philippines since 2018. Thank you to Roar Creative. Dream Architects, designed by Ma'am Daryl Subito Balmoria Garcia. Thank you to BBA Hoops. Be the best athlete. Hoops Basketball, of course. Thank you to Robinson's Malls and Supermarkets. And a big thanks as well to our official venue, Marist School of Marikina. 4 minutes 44. Going to Stephen Toralba. He twists and passes it on to Linnell Filon, but too strong on the shot.
PCU not really managing to get some shots falling right now. And it has been, I think, just Toralba, Malyabo, and yeah, them on the board. Just them thus far.
Stephen Toralba, speaking of him. Oh,
there goes Toralba.
Toralba for 3. And that exploded the board to 9 against 6.
Well, you know how Toralba rolls, partner, and when Stephen gets a clear look at the hoop, there's no doubt about it.
And Marvin Felix with a quick bounce pass to Evan Sereneo, sealing that too. And they remain close. It's all tied at 8.
Amazing pass there from Marvin Felix, and I don't know how he saw that. And Evan Sereneo just at the right angle. I just had to lay it up against Itam.
And almost a mid-shot passer coming from Linnell Filon. Another turnover here. It's the Commando. Oh, he realized that's such a big challenge that he was up against Solomon Itam.
Oh, Bill couldn't finish there.
Stephen going to Linnell. Linnell powering his way through, but no basket for him. Carlos to Abiog. To Felix. Oh,
ooh,
that's one of his favorite shots. And there is Sereneo not coming to the rescue as it is still a miss. Solomon Itam now. Sereneo with a tap. Woo! It will stay.
And sa ating mga live viewers, we do apologize na maaraw sa ating live stream.
And we have a timeout, folks, with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go. All tied like a nice red bow at 8. And PSAA, Philippine School Athletic Association, building a brighter future. We'll be right back.
So back into the game here.
Let's get back to the ball game with 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Carlos Strong going to Clarete now. It's with Axel Mignon. Back to Carlos for 3. 2 minutes 49. Dalush, number 4. Timothy Cruz, sorry.
Timo Cruz fouled. So Serenea, tawagan ng foul dun.
As Timothy Cruz checks in sa ating free throw.
Okay, ready to shoot.
Yes, and while Timothy is at the free throw, don't forget that this game is brought to you by Pearl of the Seas. Unlock the gems of Jackpot City by playing at www.pots888.com. That's POTS 888. Strictly for 21 years old and above. Once again, we can't reiterate it and emphasize it strongly as saying 21 years old and above only, and bet responsibly. 2 minutes 36. On back to number 12 with Axel Mignon.
Sharp pass, too sharp. Luckily, last touch dun, PCU. To inbound, Siegfried Mercado. Sereneo. Rather, it's Bidol. Okay, so now we have number 4, James Bidol here. So I stand corrected, never mind.
I think this is the first time he has joined his squad since
Preseason Cup.
since the official first season.
And I saw Bidol play in Parañaque, and he had great form. Showed this through play there. Then look at that,
look
and
at
one.
Coming from Lawrence Katome.
Bonus free throw coming up for Lawrence. And I wonder kung may relation to sa mga players
The
ni
Ja and the
Coach
Ja Katome.
Ja si Joseph. Player si Coach Sindre. Ball, is either way. Continuing onwards here. Now with that ball. Passing it around. PCU showing great ball movement. Trying to find an opportunity inside. And
yes. Almost a shoe-in basket there, but a miss from Claudio Gonzalez. Partner balik tayo dito sa Commandos. There's we go for the air ball. Unfortunately, an air ball 3.
Pero para sa akin, partner, PCU is having some great shot selections. If they're open, they'll take it, and they don't force anything on the inside. Kung hindi talaga kaya sa labas, reset possession. Let's try it again.
The Dolphins coming from number 1, John Lloyd Balvarin.
Over there.
Oops, traveling.
Siguro iniintay ko kung kailan papasok ang ating finals MVP. Itong si Kenneth Abioha. So we'll be waiting if he'll enter for PCU in this game. As I already knew, his output last time around the finals, 19 points, 8 rebounds. A very solid game from Abioha, who led them to a great victory.
So now right now, we got the Dolphins down by 1 point. Oops, Timothy Cruz getting challenged there. John Lloyd Balvarin, there's nowhere to go for them.
Great defense from PIC.
The Commandos. So it's like a jungle wall warfare. Medyo na-eliminate na nilang PCU Dolphins there. They're not knowing where to go. All inside the paint. His jumper. Oh, nagpa-suspense pa yung bola. Ball wanted to have everyone at the edge of their seat before coming through that basket.
Leading forward, James Vidal gets his first points.
And pushing could be called an Axel Mignon.
Yeah, under penalty na tayo. So 2 shots coming for the Dolphins here. Let us say just again another great jersey here itong PCU, another rebrand, and mas clearer talaga yung number, but walang pangalan lang sa likod.
Walang pangalan sa likod. And you know the beauty of PSAA, because their schools, you know, you see them coming in the bus, and I just saw the team Enverga just hop on onto their bus and they're heading home. So ingat sa kanilang biyahe sa team Enverga, of course headed by Coach Melky, and congratulations for that win.
First win in the books.
Oo, so medyo may kainan siguro yan halfway ng SLEX.
At hulaan ko kung kakain sila sa Lucena, partner. Kakain dyan sa Buddies. Ang masarap na pansitan doon sa Lucena.
Tama ba sa SLEX ang daan?
Select,
SLEX,
select,
oo.
select, select. Unless duman sila through, through
Marilaki.
Rizal.
Marilaki,
Rizal.
no?
Oo,
Kasi dito yung Marilaki eh.
pero medyo malayo din.
Medyo
Parang mas
malayo ba ikot?
Mas malayo pa ikot. Naglaguna loop ka na lang sana kung gano'n.
Paulan traffic. Lawrence Cadome there with one free throw in. 9.2 seconds remaining sa ating first quarter. And it is a 3-point lead by the Commandos. He wants to put it at 4. He does.
Great start from PIC. Balanced output for the players here.
Timothy Cruz with a roll, and it goes in. Another point para naman sa Dolphins this time, and that's the end of our first quarter with a 4-point lead for Philippine International College Commandos. And 12 naman para sa PCU Dolphins. And PSAA, the Philippine School Athletic Association, building a brighter future. Season 1, powered by NYBL Pilipinas. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game. This is the Philippine School Athletic Association, PSAA Season 1, building a brighter future, powered by NYBL. Second game for this Sunday. This is the Philippine International College Commandos of Antipolo facing off with the PCU, the Philippine Christian University Dolphins. And currently, the Commandos are on top by 2 points. 14-12. And at the panel, you got Johnny Abresea, that's yours truly, and Third Hapos taking care of the story that's within the story here sa ating second game dito sa PSAA.
Oh, Mignon!
There's Axel Mignon.
And remembering Axel Mignon, partner, I could always describe him as the 6-man talaga ng PIC, pero Eric Coach Erickson Relox took note of his preseason cup performances and his heroics then, especially against close wins talaga against Bolsu and the likes of those teams. And now Mignon getting his fate from Coach Relox. So, Mignon, pangalawa. And finally,
2 for 2 for Axel Mignon from 15.
And now we can see for PCU, they have got their finals MVP in the inside. We have PCU's Kenneth Obioha.
Yes. Pahinga siya ng floor for ng full first quarter. Coming into this ball game. There's Joshua Ortilia.
Oh, first blood there first field goal rather.
And also, the first basket upon the entry into the second quarter ni Ortilia.
Yes, partner.
Obioha going to Timothy Cruz. Going to John Lloyd Balvarin.
Amazing Eurostep, but foul, cannot finish.
And we have John Lloyd Balvarin at the 15-foot line.
I think Itam hasn't really got a touch of the ball just yet. No entry pass has really entered his way. And mukhang talagang full coverage yung tong PIC sa kay Itam. But once Itam gets free and gets a good look of the ball, it's gonna be guaranteed 2 points for that center.
And the second one worked out for John Lloyd Balvarin. Ladies down to just 1 point. As we have Bidol. That's number 9, Vince Francisco. Here's the 3. Coming in from number 6, Jingy Garovillas.
Oh!
Follow up and a foul there. No basket for Lawrence Gatome.
Pangatlo na ni Itam yan, kung kay Itam yung foul.
Wait,
Oh, hold on, our camera.
19.
So, yun nga, Itam.
Yes, Solomon Itam. That could spell up in red lights. Trouble, trouble.
Ayan, may sub na nga tayo dito para kay Itam. So, it's gonna be a Bioha shifting to the center.
And Tristan Petalver.
Oh no, it's actually
Checking in.
Petalver.
Ooh,
Oh, Katome.
Gatome missing this time.
Pangalawa dito ni Katome coming up. It's in.
8 minutes and 24. We got Timothy once again, and going to number 16, Joshua Artilia. And now to John Lloyd, but he travels. Traveling call on Balvarin.
Continue onwards now. It's BIC again with that ball. And hold on. Our camera going through some tweaks for a bit.
At Sports Ground Manila. Making some adjustments. So, yeah, so please do bear with us as we try to remedy the scenario there. Coming in with Bidol with a miss. Stephen Doral was back in. There's Kenneth Obioha. Stephen back up inside the paint. Axel Mignon. Stephen outrunning the guys of the Commandos for the possession. Timothy Cruz jumps in and on the board for Timothy Cruz.
And we have our cameras just perfect for that one.
Sometimes you can't blame our equipment, the heat and all. It really could take a toll. Pumasok.
Pasok doon para kay Axel.
Parang sabi niya, lalabas ka pa ha.
Pero from what I know, nagsimula na kabagat no partner.
Yes.
Despite the heat. Ito na ulit.
Lloyd to
Speed.
Joshua. Oops. And there's a foul on them. And Tristan Petalver might just go to the free throw. Might.
So Petalver again.
That's just an inbound.
So 14 seconds here on the clock. Corner.
Pass it to Toralba. Coming inside. Oh, traveling. Call on Derek Dalus. Now while the Commandos prepare on their play, thank you to Spalding, our official game ball. It's made for the game anytime, anywhere. Thank you to Robinson's Malls and Supermarket. Thank you to Dominic's Diner and Goto Box. Luis Buco. Thank you to Prime Ascension Medical Supplies, City Hoops for our uniforms. That is Tokyo Drift Customs Apparel. Watching on the Commandos. Where to go for Carlos. Decides to give it up for 3 and a miss there from Jingy Garovillas. Thank you to City Hoops. Thank you to Roar Creative, Eliza and Tony. That's Beauty Products Training Philippines since 2018. And thank you as well to Dream Architects Design. That's by Ma'am Daryl Subito Balmoria Garcia. Thank you as well to BBA Hoops. Be the best athlete. Hoops Basketball. Thank you to Marist School of Marikina. And just in case you'd like to check this ball game out in a much bigger format, you can check out the YouTube channel of our graphics provider, Esports Graphics. That's Esports and then graphics spelled with an X and PH for a much bigger format of this ball game on YouTube. Commandos. Axel Mignon. He goes up against Obioha.
No good rebound there.
Yes, and rebound. PCU. Oh, what a
Block from
block
behind. Oh,
from Carlos Strong.
man, strong. But again, another strong block.
Ito yung expression niya, mga buwis buhay na move eh.
Oh, chase down from behind.
And he
Sa
just
big risk din yun
yeah.
kasi baka ma-foul mo yung opponent. But if you time it right, you get a
Oops.
highlight. O yan lang
There's
kahit
Lawrence
Katome.
Katome. It went up against number 11.
Third personal foul na dun from Katome.
And just looking through our list, number 11 is
Hold on. We do apologize. First free throw does go in. And we're really trying to fix the problem kasi ang liwanag.
bigla yung mga surges ng ng ilaw eh.
And again, apologies. Pero against the light talaga ang position natin dito sa Maris eh.
That's number 11, Wesley Dulay.
Pero mamayang hapon, mas lugi ang players pag against the light. Mamayang hapon. Again now, Mignon here, top of the key, Clarete. Pass to Mignon, the left side. He attacks.
Okay, there's a sandwich there for prepared for Mignon.
Great defense from PCU. And that zone defense has really worked well for them, and the reason why we have a 10-point lead.
And with that, we have a timeout called in 5 minutes and 14, all tied at 19. And PSAA Season 1, powered by NYBL Pilipinas. We'll be right back. Now let's get back to the ball game. PSAA, the Philippine School Athletic Association, building a brighter future. Season 1, powered by NYBL. This is the second game for PSAA 4-game Sunday. As we watch on number 15, bring it down. Derek Dalus, Kenneth Obioha, travels.
Traveling violation there for those.
And don't forget, the game is brought to you by Pearl of the Seas. Unlock the gems of Jackpot City by playing at www.pots888.com. That's POTS 88 and 8. And don't forget that this is strictly for those 21 years old and above. Once again, strictly for all those 21 years old and above, and bet responsibly. Kenneth. And there's a shot for 3 coming from Toralba. Carlos Strong, double team. Steven Toralba makes a run for it. It will remain with the Commandos. And we have a substitution as Ivan Sereneo comes back in, relieving Vince Francisco.
Evan got a great rest there.
Oh,
Oh, there goes
an unfortunate inbound. And the Dolphins has another shot here to break this tie. Tied at 19. Dalus. On to Petalver. Obioha. Obioha against Carlos. Oh, Obioha.
Obioha.
Kenneth, loving his shoes. Those are the type of shoes that will make you cross every road, and no excuse that says, I didn't see you, boy.
At grabe. Obioha. Nice fade away din
It's a screen. Luminous.
Kala mo
Glow
naka-UV.
in the dark.
Siguro pag pinatay ang ilaw sa bahay niya,
gaglow.
yung gumong ilaw dun, yung sapatos niya.
Mm.
Sapatos niya. 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 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 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter No, that's the Nike. I don't know which
Kaya
Nike
guys,
is
sabi ko
that.
na ano eh, pag tumawid ka sa kalsada, there's no excuse para sabihin sa hindi kita nakita, toy.
Ayun yung mga jacket na
Ah.
sinusuot ng mga
Oh!
oo.
That's it.
Backward violation.
Mm. Just a matter of time.
And Coach Ordonez giving out instructions to his players. Atlas now coming in.
And yes, and right after this, we'll have the PMI College's Admirals against the Bulacan State University Gold Gears. And our final game for today's edition of PSAA will feature the Blue Thunders of the Rizal Technological University against Asia Pacific Colleges.
And we're gonna see their debut, itong RTU.
A team where number 2 used to be part of.
Oo.
Coming in for 3. A miss from Clinton Malyabo.
Sereneo rebound.
And strong, nice. To Clarete, but a miss from Errol. Here's Abiok there. Sorry, number 1, CJ Atlas.
We're gonna be real right now. PIC and PCU. This is a much low-scoring ball game for them this quarter. But hold on.
Don't look now. John Guanin with a 3 off the board.
Bangkitin ko sana na low-scoring game kasi ganda ng mga depensa. Pero
pinulinan ka ng tres.
Oh.
An offensive foul. I think called on 29, Evan Sereneo. Or Evan Sereneo. Storalba to John Guanin. There's a jumper from Wesley Dulay.
Guanin called for it again.
Just a minute and 48 before we take a halftime break. There's Clarete. It's Errol to Marvin. To Errol. Here's a 3. Oh! CJ Atlas knows the map. And he knows how to get the ball from point A to point B. Straight up.
2 partner.
For CJ Atlas. And that gives the lead to the Commandos. Here's a 3. But a miss from John Guanin. The Commandos now. The crowd is roaring them on. Bidol. Taking on the 3.
Wala para kay Felix offline.
And rebound by Tristan Petalver. Into Malyabo to Christian. Here's Stephen Toralba. Oh! I think this is second. How about second 3-point shot for Stephen Toralba.
At ayun nga, sabihin ko kanina, both teams really low at their field goals. But that percentage is going up since that 3 ball has opened up for both baskets. And speaking of which, nagpapaulan sila at biglaan dumilim sa labas. So, it could correlate that it's gonna be raining, it's gonna be drizzling threes out there. Expect that from both squads for sure.
Yes, as we have the Commandos with CJ Atlas at the free throw.
Pasok para kay Atlas sa una.
Just 31 seconds remaining. It's not the first half. And CJ is 2 for 2. And we have a call for a timeout. And PSAA, Philippine School Athletics Association Season 1, powered by NYBL Pilipinas. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game. This is the first half with only 31 seconds remaining. Once again, we are tied, this time at 27. Let's see, I just saw the facial expression
So let's continue onwards.
of the guys at PCU Dolphins, of Clinton Malyabo particularly. He's like, what is going on? All tied at 23. And yes, and don't forget, right on your screen, a reminder, www.pots888.com. If you're 21 years old, only if you're 21 years old and above, check it out. And don't forget to bet responsibly. 8 seconds. On to Marvin Felix. Marvin inside the paint. Let's go. Floater is no go. And that is it. Our first half action, 29-27 in favor of the Dolphins against the Commandos and PSAA, Philippine School Athletic Association, Season 1, powered by NYBL. We'll be right back. And yes, and welcome back, and partner, in-acknowledge.
Yeah, we got acknowledged here, ating assistant coach dito, one of the greats of basketball, Sunday Salvacion, as we move on for second half dito sa ating PSA game between preseason cup rematch PCU versus PIC.
Yes, that is true, folks, and we hope you're having a fine time. And thank you very much for joining us. Almost a fadeaway from Linnell Filon. An unsuccessful one, unfortunately. Pero sa kanila pa rin ang bola, they have a slight advantage of a 2-point lead at the end of the half. Stephen.
Top shot from
Yeah,
Steven
yes.
Toralba.
but a miss on the shot there. Pero maganda yung forma nung release.
Yeah, and talking about the first half, of course, the first quarter, a bit slow on their offenses. And the same could be said sa second quarter. Pero nung patapos na yung second quarter, biglaan pumutok si Torhalba, CJ Atlas. The threes coming, of course, from, if not mistaken, dito galing kay Malyabo, or rather kay Derek Dalus. So, we could expect a more high-scoring quarter now for the second half for both teams. But we'll watch as this game is gonna get more entertaining from here on out.
And I think this is also the first time that Luis Rotoni is coming in for the Dolphins.
Yes, partner. That is correct.
Ajanel Filon. And Solomon Itam is back. He is playing with, I think,
Whoa!
That's it, Stephen Turabo there. I think Solomon Itam is playing with three.
Yes, partner.
Three fouls. Yes, 3 fouls.
So, of course, Solomon Itam, yan yung interior presence ng PCU. Minsan, di na kaya nilalabas eh. Pero, if in foul trouble, sometimes it's needed. And Coach Ordonez knew that. So, simula nagka-3 fouls si Itam, hindi na siya pinasok sa buong second quarter. So, ngayon, now Solomon Itam is back for the third quarter. Will PIC continue with their straight attacks ba kay Itam, or will it be different? Kasi si Itam mag-hesitate na yan kung ayaw niya ma-foul trouble. Pero tignan natin kung how this would play out.
And we just saw Rotoni getting the ball off the hands of Axel Mignon, but now it's back into the Commandos.
Traveling doon pa.
Pero may traveling violation called on the Commandos.
Kaya Mignon partner. And you could see Mignon caught dancing. Wrong beat nga lang. At nauna yung step bago ma-dribble.
There's Timothy Cruz. Going to Luis Rotoni. Silomon, there's another turnover.
Itam just
and Axel Mignon.
Itam unfortunately just can't get the right feed inside. At talagang dikit na dikit yung PIC doon. So credits to them for limiting Itam's chances kasi wala pa siyang puntos, partner. 21 on the shot clock.
For the Commandos. Ken Nabiog going to number 12. That's Axel Mignon, of course. Axel with Timothy. And here's a jumper from Errol Clarete. Timothy against Carlos. I go to Luis and Solomon Itam off the pass coming from Luis Rotoni. And the lead is at 4, 33-29. Axel to Arrow. To Vince against Solomon. Carlos gets a screen by Clarete. Clarete hands it over to Ken Abiog. And they ran out of time. A lot of passing, yes. A lot of passing happened there. Barter talaga may time na I think everyone's watching saying, shoot you na.
And unfortunately, just couldn't get it off on time. Pero PIC willing to have that much patience, but minsan patience kills you.
Yes.
There goes a foul.
Not sure if we called on Carlos. I think Carlos Strong, yes. His second personal foul.
Ito, same ball.
Number 18, Lionel Filon with Timothy. Timothy getting screen. Carlos, Axel Mignon blocking that, challenging that shot from Luis Rotoni. And now it's back into the hands of the Commandos. They're trailing by 4 with the 29. Carlos. To to Errol. Axel banging bodies with Solomon. Ooh, wait. Uh-oh.
And Itam will get his
Yes.
4th foul.
This could be a major uh-oh.
And yan nga talaga yung perks. Kung di ka takot na atakihin yung mas malaking defender sa'yo, you are bound to get those fouls. And now, PIC has really executed their play well. And Itam could most likely be subbed off. And yes, he will. And expect him to come back pa sa 4th quarter. Possibly late
pa.
talaga.
Yan, Kenneth Obioha checks back in.
Ito, no free
short
throw.
lang ang first free throw ni Axel.
And the partner earlier, kung hindi nga nila kilala yung na-acknowledge earlier, Sunday Salvacion, NCAA Philippine MVP para sa Benil Blazers once upon a time, 5-time PBA champion, and some say the best shooter, one of the best shooters na pinroduce ng Pilipinas doon sa PBA. So, little bit of background para kay Coach Sunday Salvacion, assistant coach ni Coach Erickson.
Dito sa Commandos. Kenneth Obioha against Errol Clarete. Obioha looks her, finds Timothy. And passes on for the 3. A miss there from Clinton Malyabo.
Blocked from behind as well.
Coming for 3, short.
Still
Another
has it,
shot at it. Here, CJ Atlas. Ooh,
couldn't make them
not this
pay.
time. But they get another shot at it from Lawrence Katome off the assist coming from Carlos Strong.
Can we credit Strong for not forcing anything? Kasi normally, makikita natin sa mga ibang player, pag nakuha nila yung rebound, sila yung titira.
Sila na, oo.
Pero si Strong doon, nakita niya, open, my teammate is open, Katome is open, at tinira na lang ni Katome ng mas madalian.
Yes. At dito sa pagkakataon ito, na-miss din again ng Dolphins ang kanilang 3-point attempt.
And there's a lead!
Ayan na.
A lead from PIC.
Yes, and even if you're not watching, just looking at the crowd, you'll very much know na nakuha na nilang lead uli. 34-33, plus we have a timeout that's in favor of the Commandos and PSAA. Building a better future. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game. And what we're seeing is a turn of advantage here. Now it's with the Commandos. 34-33, managed to silence the guys of the Dolphins. We got Timothy now. Going to John Lloyd Balvarin. Back to 16, Joshua Ortilia. John Lloyd goes inside. Tries to pop it in. Kenneth Obioha with a rebound, but it's a turnover. Pushing foul.
Less than 4 minutes to go. At Obioha na foul doon. Substitutions again. And PCU a bit inconsistent talaga sa shot making nila. While PIC has been on a roll, but
and
they really
PIC, Axel Mignon.
Yun ang problema. PIC has been more or less been risky with that ball.
And you have to commend also Axel Mignon. A bit of a tight spot he found himself as he was bringing the ball down. He just managed to throw it and make a run for it.
Oo. Pero unfortunately talaga, nalas niya lang footing niya. That's the PCU.
Yes, John Lloyd going to Derek. Derek loose, back to John. It's Kenneth. Pylon to Kenneth. slides it to the base, and the basket is not there still. Kenneth Obioha with a rebound. Ooh, the hook pass, a heading that was supposed to head towards Lionel Filon.
Not a great dump pass there that time.
We're back to the Commandos with Carlos Strong. Axel against Kenneth. Trip. Oh, Axel Mignon still on the floor.
And that does not look good.
Yes.
Holding on.
He's in the fetal position.
Holding on to, I think, near his thigh. I think the hamstring area. And hold on daw. Looks like medics will be signaled to come in.
Oh. Oh, pero bilis ng kanyang pagkakatayo. Pero no need. Okay daw siya. He's gonna take at least the free throw siguro.
Minsan talagang masakit pero minsan isa rin paraan para makapahinga lang konti. But ito si Mignon, luckily he wasn't wala pang mandatory substitution kasi di pa nakapasok si Medic
Because he was even at a fetal position, talagang from a POV, but he was in pain and then probably siguro may bumulong sa kanya. Pare, andyan na yung medic. Tapos tumayo.
Okay na ako.
Okay na ako.
Laro na.
Coming inside the paint. Oh, for 15.
Derek Dalos.
Yes, Derek Dalos.
And I'm such a big fan talaga of his play kasi ganun layup going for layups. Fearless. The type of guards that I want to see. I think yun talaga yung brand ng Pilipino pag sa gwardya. Walang takot.
And strong to Clarete, but it got taken away by the Dolphins as another basket from Tristan Petalver. All tight na naman tayo at 35 as there's a sign of the tough things to come our way, but we will know for sure. 2 minutes 17, the Philippine School Athletics Association building a brighter future. Season 1 will be right back. And let's get back to the ball game with just 2:17 remaining. Thank you once again to Robinson's Malls and Supermarkets. Thank you to Spalding official game ball. It's made for the game anytime, anywhere. Thank you to Doming's Diner, Goto Box, Luis Buco, Prime Ascension Medical Supply, City Hoops, Tokyo Drift, Costumes Apparel. Thank you to Eliza and Tony, that's Beauty Training Products, Philippines since 2018. Thank you to Roar Creative and also to Dream Architects Design, most especially Ma'am Daryl Subito Balmoria Garcia. Thank you. And to BBA Hoops, be the best athlete. Hoops basketball. We got the Commandos. Siegfried Mercado. Inbound. Going to Jiggy. Nice ball movement. Coming in for 3. The board wasn't any help at all. And a foul on Lawrence Katome.
Yes. So, Katome. Headed to the line and solid game from Lawrence Katome thus far. Getting the fouls, getting the rebounds, doing the little things. It may not show on the points partner, pero Katome has made a huge impact para talaga. And kung saan niya ina-earn yung puntos niya sa free throws talaga.
Katome once again, and there is another basket. All tied at 37. Derek Dalus. Derek against Parelahas.
Whistle again.
There's a shot from Derek Dalus. And a quick pickup by Sigfrid Mercado. It's the Commandos. Look at Derek making it extra difficult to cross, but they managed to do that. Garovilla.
And showing much more pressure na dito ang PCU instead of waiting for them with the zone defense. Well, look at that rebound.
They have another whistle.
Fouling from behind, partner. To stop that play, Derek Dallas. Pero I think that wasn't the... No, fourth team foul pa lang ata. Yes, it is. No fouls, not under penalty just yet. So they could afford to stop that play.
Here's the Dolphins. Derek going to John Lloyd. Balvarin and traveling. I think that's the second call or third call on John Lloyd for traveling. 46, probably pressure. Pressure to do well for his team. Affecting his decision here. Luis Rotoni coming back in. It's the Commandos. Jiggy Garovillas going to 31. Jonard Parelahas. Oh, right between the legs, ni Lawrence Katome. And that caused another turnover. Claudio Gonzalez to the inbound, going to Derek Dalus. Derek faces off with Parelahas. Tristan Petal there. Derek Dalus. And from the sideline, from the side there, from the base of Claudio Gonzalez for two. We've got 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Down to 8. Kenneth Obioha.
Steal, Obioha. Clear lane. Simple lang.
And 41, yes, 41-37. And that is it. We end the third quarter with a 4-point lead for the Dolphins with 41 and 37 naman for the Commandos and the Philippine School Athletic Association. The PSAA Season 1, Building a Brighter Future, powered by NYBL. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game. Welcome to the fourth and final quarter ng ating second game dito sa PSAA. This 4-game Sunday, live from the Marist School of Marikina. Thank you to the wonderful people at Marist School for having us once again. And after the 4 games of the PSAA, we'll be heading back down to NYBL Season 11 with a game that will feature the kids. We as one versus debuting for Season 11. Ang Team Cubico. Yan po around 6-ish. And coming with the first basket in the fourth quarter is the Commandos. Coming from number 9, si Vince Francisco.
In a game as close like this, partner, I think it's best na kalimutan nyo na yung last 30 minutes. Focus on this fourth quarter.
erase, clean slate. Lamang kayo ng dalawa, apat, ganun lang. This game could still go either way. You did not dominate fully.
Yes, no single team here has really dominated. We have had so many ties.
So many ties,
Yes,
so
no.
many lead changes.
Yes.
At biggest lead lang
Oh!
ata natin. Anim, look at that!
Look at a big three. Big from number 12, Tristan Petal there. Sorry, number. That was from the Commandos for the three.
Number 12, si
Number
Axel
12, no?
Mignon.
Si Axel Mignon. I called on the wrong 12.
Gru must be so proud from Mignon. As what a heroics talaga eh.
And
Makikita
another
natin.
one from Axel. And a big rebound.
Felix tried to steal that one. Couldn't.
Gonzalez, here comes number 14
Nice.
with Luis Rotoni. Basket and a foul for Luis.
If you perfected talaga yung pagtak ng bola, pag-protect on the way to the rim, there's no way that you could be blocked unless masyadong open yung protection mo with that layup. And Rotoni showed us how to protect that ball well against two defenders. One, wag mo pa kuha yung bola by tucking it in, and the other, using your left hand when you're attacking from the left to keep it away from the defender to not make it open.
And the Dolphins going to Gonzalez, Kenneth Obioha against Carlos Strong. He
What
goes
an
in.
attack.
Yes, what an attack there from Kenneth Obioha. Lead is up by 5.
With Itam in foul trouble talaga, you couldn't ask anything more from Obioa to just perform. And he is performing the same way he did against PIC in that preseason cup.
And this time coming from
Block.
Marvin off to, Evan Sereneo.
Na-meet ni Rotoni sa taas eh. Pero foul from behind. Just unfortunate there.
Got the Commandos going to Carlos Strong, off for 3. Bounce off the rim. Commandos keeps possession. Going to Abiog. And foul be called on number 15, Derek Dalus, with number 9, Vince Francisco, at the 15-foot line. And while Vince is at the free throw, thank you to Robinsons, says Robinsons Malls and Supermarkets. Thank you. Thank you to Spalding, our official game ball. Thank you to Dominic's Diner and Goto Box. Luis Buco. Thank you to Prime Ascension Medical Supplies. Thank you to City Hoops. Tokyo Drift Customs Apparels, 1 for a run out of 2 for Vince Francisco from the 15-foot line. Thank you to Roar Creative. Here's Ken Abiog following a steal straight down to the basket for another one para sa team Philippine International College Commandos. And Marvin Felix a call for the foul. Thank you to Roar Creative. Thank you to Eliza and Tony. That's Beauty Product Trading Philippines since 2018. Thank you to Dream Architects, the Dream Architect Design. That's by Ma'am Daryl Subito Balmoria Garcia. Thank you. As we watch on Stephen Toralba to Kenneth Obioha. Kenneth against Abiog. It's Stephen, a 3. Oh, smooth once again from Stephen Toralba. And that 3 brings them to 50 against 45. And we have another substitution. Derek Dalus checking back in, giving a break to Kenneth Obioha.
50-45 dito, and a 5-point lead. And what a big change. So many points being scored right now compared to the last 3 quarters.
We just saw also Vince Francisco take a break para sa team Commandos. Oh! The twist and turning from Vidal. Fortunately, resulted in another turnover.
And the partner right now, yung lineup ng PIC, I can see na marami ditong big time players in the clutch. Itong si James Bidol, Axel Mignon, Lawrence Catome, Marvin Felix, and Of course, ito rin si Evan Sereneo. I think this is the perfect lineup if you want to win late in this ball game. But PCU, of course, they are made for moments like this in the fourth quarter that you just don't know which team could win. So, kung sakali, baka may extra 5 minutes pa tayo kung sakali. Pero let's see. Dallas what a
Derek,
pass!
yes. Oh,
Yun
pero
lang.
hindi na control. Losing grip of it. Number 9. So it's, yes. Renz Carl Javier sitting on the roster. 5 minutes 48. Going to Derek Dalus. Derek up against a player much bigger than him. It's Ivan Sereneo. And Solomon Itam is checking back in, playing with 4 personal fouls.
On the clock now. Let's see how this play will unfold.
All right, Solomon. Derek to Stephen.
Itam being kept out of his comfortable spots down the paint. Big credit talaga dito kay Katome partner and Sereneo. Just keeping Itam out of there. If you watch closely later sa ating mga games.
Oh!
Hooked.
Contact there though from Luis Rotoni, but a great challenge on what seemed to be a easy basket para kay Ken Abiog.
Great run here from Rotoni pero babalik na dito si Abioha. And I gotta say some quality minutes dito galing kay Rotoni.
And good for Dolphins. Abiog missed his first free throw. Their lead stays at 5, 50-45. 1 for 2.
Level up ulit para kay Abiog, 1 for 2.
5 minutes 11. Almost a steal. Going to Failon. Back to Derek. Derek coming off the screen from Lonel. Lonel to Kenneth Obioha for the corner. Solomon Itam. Oh.
35. That's gonna be on Kotome. But look at how committed PIC, rather if cleanly or not, just keeping Solomon Itam out of commission, just trying to not get him involved in play. And right now, his play has been minimal despite having what you expect the most presence in the interior. Pero so far, wala talagang punto sa board dito para kay Itam.
See, Failon coming off of Stephen Turalba. Here's Derek Dalus back to Stephen, who has scored a number of the 3-point shots and off to the jumper.
Oh, there's a foul off the ball. A push. James Bidol, first personal foul.
And this time, Solomon Itam at the 15-foot line.
And with 4 minutes and 34 left on the clock, you would be surprised. I mean, I guess you wouldn't be surprised na sa sobrang physical neto, under penalty yung dalawang teams natin.
And Solomon, same scenario as of earlier.
If he can capture his first points here. No, 0 for 2 as
Not
well.
4 minutes 31. Marvin
Invisible.
Felix going to Abiog.
An invisible day right now for Tom.
I'm looking for Vince now. Going to Bidol. Back to Abiog. Oh, that tap.
Good tip.
Derek.
All alone.
All alone and a shoo-in shot.
Coming from
Yes.
18.
Number 18, and that is Lionel Failon. And the lead is that 46-52 with 4 minutes 5 seconds remaining and the Philippine School Athletic Association Season 1, powered by NYBL Pilipinas. We'll be right back. And let's get back to the ball game. Final 3 minutes and 53 seconds of this ball game. Going to Marvin Felix. He takes a three. Oh, on the floor. Yet Ken Abiog. Anthony O'Neill, Filon recall for the foul, and our substitution here as CJ Atlas checks in for James Bidol. And Ken Abiog managing his first free throw. 2 for 2 for Ken.
Three minutes and 40.
Yes, Derek Dalus against Marvin Felix. Whoops, traveling. Unfortunate outcome of the last play for the Dolphins.
At mo nakikita nga natin na they're holding down the more physical players, just keeping up close, making Obioha, making Itam uncomfortable, and just let the guards do their work. Kasi yun yung main style of offense minsan kasi ng PCU to entry pass inside, make the paint theirs, but this time around it's been different.
Yes, and CJ Atlas there with a miss. And a quick pickup by Lionel Filon. Going to Dalus to Stephen Toralba. Stephen against Abiog. Filon to Kenneth Obioha. Obioha being guarded by CJ. Filon inside, travel. So, no, there's foul.
Foul. Two shots coming up. It's gonna be Lionel Filon. Sabihin ko sana, ang ganda ng rotations, pero hindi napigilan ng PIC na tumapik kay Filon. But Filon could have possibly been isolated from the play kasi malapit na siya sa corner nun. At maiilang pa siya at maiilang dun sa baseline kung sakali. So Filon on the line.
Managed to sink the first free throw, missing on the second one. There's a whistle.
Violation, inbound violation there.
Napaaga ang pagpasok ni Errol Clarete. Ken Abiog going to CJ. Back to Ken. The Commandos with just 2 minutes and 48. They're down by 5 points. There's a three from CJ. A miss. Unfortunately, wala sa kanila nag-rebound din. Instead, it's Derek Dalus. Derek to Stephen. Daniel Filon, Kenneth Obioha. Solomon providing a screen. Back to Filon. Is Errol Clarete. With it.
Uh-oh.
A bit of banging bodies. Features Ken Abiog.
Oh, that's...
Okay.
Oh, Itam. Oh, that's Filon. And I thought that could have been an Itam, pero it was Filon. Again, Itam just hanging on by a thread thus far.
And out from the free throw, we have again Abiog. Solomon for the inbound. Trade down to Derek Dalus. Derek. 2 minutes 10. Stephen. To Luis Rotoni. Back to Dalus. Kenneth now has the ball. He's up against CJ. CJ!
And final 2 minutes now of our game.
Stephen for 3. Oh, what a rebound by Rotoni.
Pero nakuha ulit ng PIC.
Nakuha ng PIC. CJ positions a 3. Oh! Another, oops.
Oh, traveling.
What a tough break there for the Commandos.
As much as I like CJ Atlas and ayun nga, open yung shot, he can shoot it from that range. I think Atlas should have at least waited for the play and waited for his teammates, and tignan natin if there was a better shot than that kasi masyadong minadali. I know you're down by 4, but I think you could take some time off, especially if you could go for a long 2 right there. Or a 2-point.
Dallas takes it all the way straight to the other side.
Yan lang.
And a turnover. Straight to a turnover.
Simula ng last 2 minutes, nagmamadali bigla ng ating mga players.
And here we go at the last minute and 30 seconds of this ball game. And to Abiog. Solomon picks up the loose ball there. Going to Kenneth Obioha. Kenneth against Carlos Strong.
And the moment they needed to stop, Solomon Itam was there to shut that possession down.
And Stephen Toralba now up against Ken. Abiog, there's a screen provided by Solomon. Here's the long 2.
Rotoni!
From Luis Rotoni. And that could be the straw that will break the camel's back.
And very late talaga pumasok si Rotoni, pero magic bunot pala ni Coach Ordonez to. Inside, wala.
Also, nahirapan din si Lawrence Caton.
What a rebound!
For Solomon Itam. Here's Luis again. He's going for a back-to-back basket. Rotoni again. And don't forget that this game is brought to you by Pearl of the Seas. Unlock the gems of Jackpot City by playing at www.pots888.com. That's pots888.com. Don't forget, this only for those 21 years old and above. Only for those 21 years old and above. And bet responsibly. 38 seconds to go. Don't forget, right after this, we have 2 more games to play para sa PSAA Season 1. Next one is PMI Colleges against Bulacan State University. The Admirals against the Gold Gear. And then the last one is Rizal Technological University of Mandaluyong. The Blue Thunders against the Asia Pacific Colleges. Packed 4-game schedule here at PSAA. Building a brighter future.
And
30 seconds na lang.
let's get right back here. And with now an 8-point lead, and that lead has been, I think this is the largest lead that PCU has held. Can we credit that without Rotoni's big points into the fourth quarter, this lead wouldn't be possible, and we could still see this game going down to the wire.
Yes.
Another turnover.
Yes. Marvin Felix there not seeing the same spots that he had a clear view of earlier. Ngayon, hirap na siya to find those spots. 33 seconds to go. We have another timeout, and PSAA Season 1 will be right back.
And let's return right back into our game, PIC.
Yes, with this 33 ticks on the clock, it is a 8-point lead right now in favor of the Dolphins.
And they're down by 8. And I think with 33.7 seconds remaining, it's still possible, but not as possible as it seemed last 2 minutes ago.
Yes, indeed. The Dolphins managing to swim their way to victory here against the Commandos.
Again, Dalus. Kick out, Rotoni.
Yes,
Another big shot from Rotoni!
Luis Rodoni with another big 2. Oh, big 3, that is, for Team Dolphins.
Ever since Philon got subbed out for Rotoni, Rotoni has scored 9 points. What a big quarter from Rotoni.
And that is it, folks, for this ball game. It's all about a victory now ng Philippine Christian University Dolphins against the Commandos. So no payback still.
And PIC, of course, they had a great outing from the first to the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, there's a reason na bakit PCU has that championship experience at preseason cup. And yet again, they fall victim to the fourth quarter Kings as we see PCU getting another victory.
Yes, as we wait for the announcement ng ating best player. Thank you very much to everyone who joined us for that last game. We have another one. We have 2 more games to play for PSAA Season 1. And yes, right in front of us, Luis Rotoni, ang magic bunot. Sabi nga, magic hugot ng Dolphins is our best player of this ball game. Congratulations. And coming up shortly is PMI versus Bulacan State University, the Admirals against the Gold Gears. That's when we come back. Dito lamang sa PSAA, powered by NYBL Pilipinas.